What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the Uniquely Westbrook podcast. It's your boy, Timothy Westbrook II. And I just want to say, what's up, guys? How you doing? How you, as Putin would say, how is you? How y'all's doing? How you doing? How you doing, guys? This is a monumental episode because, guys, this is the 50th. Blowing your eardrums out. This is the 50th episode with your boy, Timothy Westbrook II, on the Uniquely Westbrook podcast. We made it, guys. That's a little too low. Let's give it a little juice. We made it, and guess who is back again. I'm running it up with another episode. It's the 50th episode, and we show no signs of slowing down. Oh God. Oh God. That sound effect been stuck in my head all day. I used the sound pad one time, and it's stuck in my head like a motherfucker. So, I want to shout out to everybody who is here, everybody who has been joining us over these episodes. Some people who've been tuning in to the podcast that didn't know we was doing live streams and now have found out. Shout out to YouTube viewership. Shout out to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Periscope. We ain't seen you in a couple episodes. And we ain't seen Facebook in a couple episodes either. But we still been here, guys. We still been here. We've been uploading because of my busy schedule instead of streaming live. But hey, that's neither here nor there. In today's episode, we are going to be talking about a few things. Now, I had the liberty of picking between two topics, and I would hate to mash them together only because they kind of deserve their own topic, their own podcast. But nonetheless, I'm gonna go ahead and mash them together. Oh God. Oh God.
Oh my God.
So today, guys, I got a comment, and the reason why, comments are just like, they're whatever. People are allowed to say what they want on your YouTube videos, right? So in a short that I have, this is a video. So for people, let me unpack it for a little bit. This is a video where you pretty much just run off whatever you want to say. It can be hella productive or produced. It can just be whatever you want. For the most part, when you think about these shorts, you think about them as they pertain to social media platforms like Instagram, something like that. So it's more personal than a fully put together YouTube video. So anyway, guy left a comment. He said, "Hey, I like your Spire Studio videos, but you should, I guess, try a little bit harder to put your videos together and be less goofy. You don't have to be goofy." Now, had me being goofy been used as a tactic for me to get more views, I could understand what he was talking about. But I'm just doing me on my channel, so I don't have to be serious either. I think like what he wanted, because he seemed to be like an older white male, or who gives a fuck what he looked like and what his age was and all that other stuff, right? What matters to me is he is distracted by my message, predicated upon how it was presented to him. And that's people's problems, right? So, let me say this. Because I'm not sitting there going, "Hi guys, my name is Timothy Westbrook, and today we're going to talk Spire Studio. Let's jump right into it," and all that other shit. Like, this channel existed way before you started watching it. My Spire Studio videos existed way before you started watching them. And if that's the first one, or if you stumbled across a couple, then that's whatever. But at the end of the day, I have a personality, right? I don't get on my YouTube channel and just be like, I would hate for it to feel like work.
Oh my god.
You know what I'm saying? Imagine getting on your YouTube channel and it feeling like work. Why would you want to do that? It's fucking free content, first of all. You know what I'm saying? It's all a favor to anybody who watching it. At this point, yeah, brownie points maybe. But man, the way the music industry is going, I don't even know if I'm getting brownie points for this shit, to be honest. The way the videos I've been watching lately about all of my favorite celebrities unpack the industry and all of the stuff that motherfuckers go through to be down, and Tiana Taylor ain't getting no money. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all I can say. You know what I'm saying? It's not like I haven't reached out to Spire in regards to getting a sponsorship. They gave me an email blast to their email list, which was beautiful. I appreciate that. I appreciate all the interaction because it's great content. It's been growing my channel. It's a fair trade-off. And it's a fair trade-off to an extent. It's been growing their product, and I've been selling their product, and they've been boosting my channel, but I ain't getting nothing else but clout. You know what I'm saying? And I don't look at clout as a form of payment. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. And here's why. I believe that awards and clout and all that other stuff is put in place to replace value and money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you might not be getting a lot of money, but you're the number one streaming artist in the entire world. Or yeah, you might not be getting a lot of money, but you're number one, or you on the billboards, or you any position on the billboards. Yeah, you might not be getting a lot of money, but yeah, you know, you got this cool fucking Lamborghini that we bought for you. Or whatever. Whatever the perk is. I mean, I like a Lamborghini. But I also don't want to have to put gas in it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me a Lamborghini. Just get me like a fucking Explorer. You know what I'm saying? 2019 Explorer, 2020 Explorer. Boom. We straight. But let's digress a little bit. Let's go backwards, I mean. So this dude was saying that, you know, I should be a little bit more presentational with my videos. And look, I'll say this. Could presentation and structure and all of these things be a reason why my channel is not, I guess, necessarily doing better than other people's channels who talking about this topic. I could say yes and I could say no, but I will say this: they also covering other topics that I'm not covering in an effort to build their channels. They, you know what I'm saying? They doing a whole bunch of other stuff that I'm not doing to build their channels. I'm talking about one niche topic and a whole bunch of other shit that only I want to talk about, and mainly focusing and pushing my music to keep that at the forefront of what it is that I'm doing. I don't want to be like I don't want to be one of these guys who is looked at as a YouTuber. Yeah, I'm on YouTube and I utilize YouTube as a platform, but I also got 181 songs out on all platforms. The main thing I talk about on every fucking thing that I do is my music. You know what I'm saying? That's the main thing that I discuss is my music. So I don't, and that's just because as an underground artist you have to be your own champion. For anybody who doing anything, you got to be your own champion, right? And if you want to make it, oh my God, you want to make it. If you want to be successful, if you want to have a, what's the new words to start looking for this? I guess we got to go back to the basics. If you want to put food on the table with your craft, entrepreneurship, or whatever it is that you're doing, then you have to be a champion for yourself. Because when ain't nobody holding you down and giving a fuck about what you got going on, you got to still care about what you got going on. You got to still wake up and go hard. You got to still be not willing to give up. It's people giving up every day. You know what I'm saying? It's motherfuckers giving up every day. So you don't want to be one of them people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, so when you're talking about putting food on the table with your art, and when you're talking about being independent, yeah, you need to give the people what they want to a certain extent, but then you also can't lose yourself. That's the same thing. If you lose yourself in the process of giving people what they want, then that's the same thing as quote unquote selling your soul. You know what I'm saying? That's the same thing that these people talking about. You know what I'm saying? Am I saying that this dude was asking me to sell my soul? No. But what I'm saying is he would prefer me to be like, on today's Spire Studio News, we have Auto-Tune. Auto-Tune is a song or a plug-in that is normally used on certain things, and I slide over to the other angle and it's like, and today we're gonna, you know what I'm saying? Fuck all that, man. Do I aspire to one day have that as a part of my channel? Yes. Do I think that I could do it and put together great videos and content if I had 3 fucking different camera angles here and all that other shit? Yeah. But dog, I run 2 other businesses and got a 2-year-old that I'm 100%er of. You know what I'm saying? I take care of everything around. I ain't got time for that shit. My main thing is getting the content out. I watched Young Pharaoh record videos from his phone on a downward angle, from his phone on an upward angle like this, like he was talking to one of the homies for years. And he popped off and did his own thing, and then now he got the same one angle. You know what I'm saying? It's like whatever. You gonna get those comments. I ain't pressed about it. The reason why I brought it up is to, springboard it into our topic. And that is people getting lost in messages, or people getting lost from the message by how it's being said. You know what I'm saying? If you're getting lost by a message because the way that is said.
Oh my God.
You know what I'm saying? Think about this, and I'm done with the sound effects after this. I just want to say, all too often, like I learned in life, let me start there. I learned in life that the only way I can be the greatest version of myself is if I separate everything that I'm being told from the messenger. If that makes sense. Right? So if I'm seeing something, I'm less concerned about the fact that it's a movie and more so concerned about what it's telling me at the moment. When I see something, I'm less concerned about what type of person it is, and I'm more so concerned about what are they saying at the moment that's pertinent to my necessities at this particular point in time. And the reason why I say my necessities is not to say that if they're not saying something that can benefit me, I ain't listening to them. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is certain things that God or the universe is trying to put in our faces blatantly in an effort to get our attention. And a lot of times we just we la la right past this shit. We missed the whole entire point. And we end up stuck in these same loops where we repeat the same behaviors over and over and over again. We steady repeating these same behaviors. You know what I'm saying? Not realizing that these behaviors are life lessons that we haven't fucking paid attention to. You know what I'm saying? You haven't adjusted, so you keep going through the same shit. So all too often, we get wrapped up in what somebody's saying to us or how they saying it to us, and not what they saying. So I could take that and apply this to my specific situation. This dude is more concerned about how I was giving him information instead of the information that I was giving. He liked the information. He loved the information. He just wanted it in a nice, neat little package. Right? When I read his comment, you could say the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I might have been more so concerned about how he was telling me that he would have liked increased production quality and less concerned about the production quality. Note, this video, however, was a fucking front face recorded, what's up guys, check me out on the next episode, fucking video. These videos are made by everybody. Now, could these shorts help you out? Could high production quality help you out? Hell yeah. But my mission for my YouTube channel is to literally treat it the same way everybody treat Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Throw a whole bunch of shit up on there. Fuck splitting channels. Fuck separating content from this content. Fuck all of that. This is my music platform. It's got all my songs on it and everything. And I get to talk to everybody on top of all of my music being right there on my page when you click on my page. Fuck out of here. I'm posting anything and everything I want. I could care less about how people receive it. You know what I'm saying? That shit can go into your everyday life. So you could be so concerned about somebody babying you through some shit. You're an adult. We all adults here. If we ain't adults, we getting ready to be adults. And this is a life lesson that we all need to learn. Life don't give a fuck about how you feel when some shit go down. We talking about life, not people in life, not like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, consider this thought right now, right? When you're upset, who cares? Really, if you single, even if you're not single, like somebody will walk up to you and pat you on the back and probably be a little bit upset with you. But let's be realistic. If you alone in a room and you upset about something a card that life dealt you, who cares? Nobody. Nobody gives a fuck. So when you getting information from somebody, when you getting any type of inspiration or anything, like you can absorb inspiration from so many different places if you cared less about how it was being presented to you. You know what I'm saying? If you really cared less about how it was presented to you and more so what it was about, you will be on top. I can guarantee it. You will be taking more risks and you will be doing more in your everyday life that you're not doing. Just because of that. Just because for that you got a callus. Now, could that be reversed? Of course. Could the messenger change the message in an effort to be well received? Yeah. Hell yeah. But shit, when the universe is talking through you, or when the information that's going down is pertinent to the growth of an individual, you gotta ask yourself personally, do you give a like if Mr. Miyagi, you know what I'm saying, was like Mr. Miyagi, fuck Mr. Miyagi, the nigga who trained the bitch on Kill Bill. Let me pause right there. Just because I said bitch, I lost somebody. That's my point. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that. The person who trained the girl, the woman, on Kill Bill, right? When she couldn't pick her rice up and eat with her rice, did he give a fuck? You know what I'm saying? Did he care? And let me tell you this. Let's wrap our heads around this. This was before she even had to Kill Bill. She ain't had no reason to be there that we know of in the storyline that we don't have to listen to in the plot or anything like that. She wanted to learn martial arts or blah, blah, blah. And this was the best dude that he knew or whatever. They was hitmen or whatever the fuck. But at the end of the day, she was just some dainty little girl who could maybe work a Glock or a revolver because they seemed like they lived in the desert and that was their weapon of choice. Sawed-off shotgun, maybe. And what'd she do? He dropped her ass off in the middle of nowhere and she got her ass kicked, basically, for however many months. And none of that shit made any difference until it was time to Kill Bill. None of that shit meant a lick. She had changed her life. She was getting married. She was getting ready to have a baby. Had a baby. She didn't give a fuck about none of that martial arts shit that she had learned, probably other than the disciplinary aspects of it. But when she couldn't pick up her rice, when he was telling her to do this and do that and do this and do that, she wasn't like, oh well, You gotta talk to me nice, Mr. Trainer Man. If you're gonna train me, you gotta train me the way I need to be trained. Fuck out of here, man. Are you really trying to kill Bill? Or are you just posing? Because you're not even gonna know that none of this shit is even relevant to what you got going on until way later in the storyline. But what I'm telling you is, worry less about me telling you that you need to punch through this fucking wall and how I'm telling you that you need to punch through this fucking wall, and just punch through the fucking wall. Punch. I mean, I'm gonna need you to put your fingers on the wall, right, and punch until completion. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck out of here with all that your hand hurt bullshit. I don't give a fuck about. I don't. And none of it mattered. None of it mattered right then. She could have just stopped. She ain't know she was gonna have to kill Bill's motherfucking ass. Who would have thought that? You know what I'm saying? Whoever is just like, oh, I'm gonna have to kill this nigga one day. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, if you do think that way, you probably, one of y'all need to get out of that relationship. You know what I'm saying? One of y'all need to bounce right now. If that's what either one of y'all is thinking. Shit blows me, man. Worry less about the messenger and more about the message. People get so caught up in how I did what I did around here in Johnson City, Kingsport, and all that other stuff, right? But then there's some people that's just merely inspired because they thought that something like watching that happen was completely impossible. And I ain't done yet. I got way more to do. You know, we got way more work to do. But at the end of the day, man, listen. I was less concerned. I'm trying to kill Bill. So I'm just punching through the wall. I'm not hearing none of that other stuff. We gotta get like that, man. We all could use a little bit of that in our system, because that's how a lot of arguments start in relationships, to be honest. You know, people feeling like they need to be, because it's your significant other, you need to be coddled through every situation. But I feel like, and this, I could be wrong about this. This is why, you know, comments down below. But I feel like when you in a relationship, right? Okay, so here we go. This is the chain of events. This is how it should go down, right? Right. Let's get in here. Let's lean in and let's really unpack this. So you got friends. You're a person. You over here on the left. You got friends. Your friends over here on the right. Right. The moment one of your friends, male or female, it's 2021. Doesn't matter at this point. One of them people decide that they're gonna become in a relationship with you. Now, let me back up real quick. When you real friends with these people, y'all get to tell each other whatever the fuck y'all want to tell each other. Y'all be talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all really get busy when it comes to just everything. Y'all really level with one another. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really keeping it funky with one another at all times, by any means necessary. Now, you get into a relationship with one of these people, or even somebody else. You get to know this person on a more intimate level than you have ever known one of your friends before. And on top of that, y'all get busy. Y'all tell each other everything. Da 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 da. Now, this is if you got a real relationship. Just like if you got real friends. If you got fake friends, or if you're in a fake relationship, this shit does not apply to you. It's like some fine print down there It's like right before you take the medication, how I tell you like diarrhea and all that shit. It's the fine print at the bottom. If you're not in a real relationship, none of this shit's gonna work. You know what I'm saying? If your cholesterol too high, Zolgens might definitely fucking throw you off balance and turn you upside down. But once you get to that level with the other person, with this person, you're intimate with, you sleep in the same bed with this motherfucker, y'all breathe the same morning breath. Why is it that you can't be more blunt or even more truthful than the friend level? The friends can be more truthful and they can say stuff however they want to say it, and you'll even sometimes gain inspiration from your friends, even though they might be telling you some of the same shit that the person that you in a relationship with might have been telling you, right? But we so often get blind. I'm very what's the word? I'm guilty of this, right? We get so blinded by the people that are saying what they saying that we don't hear the message that they actually putting forward, right? We don't hear shit about what they saying. So, especially when you're in a relationship, they could be joking, and you like, oh my god, her digits always on my ass, and give me a hard time today. You didn't even hear the punchline. You ain't hear the cadence of the vocal patterns. You ain't hear none of it. You ain't hear the joke at all because you was confused by. Well, no, that's a bad example. In that example, you confused more so by who is saying what than what they saying. Right? So if it's a joke scenario, then I'm guessing, unless they got a dry sense of humor, then you would have to know that. But now let's say they telling you, what's a good example? Let's say they asking you that you need to pull your fair share around the household more, right? I could use, extra help cooking and cleaning, or what's some other shit people don't do? I don't fucking know. Taking out the trash. You know what I'm saying? People take the trash out, right? All right. So like, let's say somebody says something to you like that. You would be more so concerned about the fact that they was like, man, I'm just frustrated, bro. Like, every time I come to the crib, the motherfucker, why are you yelling at me? Blah, 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 blah. Should they have come in yelling and all that shit? No, probably not. Whatever. Who gives a fuck, though? Because is this shit all over the floor? Could this have been prevented by you just picking some shit up? Because I'm going to go on a limb. As a person who feel like they do a lot throughout the day, I have still so much dead time where I could have done one or two extra things that I have put off until tomorrow. It's just real. You know what I'm saying? It can be one or two instances where I put my phone down or won't charge my iPad, and that'll be, or leave it behind or anything like that, and that'll be detrimental to the productivity of the rest of my day. So if somebody who was like a manager or somebody, if I had a job, let's back it up. Let's compare it to basic shit. That's how we get people to think about it. If I had a regular fucking job and I left my devices at the crib and my boss called every time I'm leaving my device at the crib, my boss called. He's like, bro, you left the fucking, I need you to go get the turn the fuck back around. Go get the motherfucking dog. Yeah, you might say some shit like, yeah, man, bro, you ain't gotta yell at me, bro, but I got you. It's by mistake. But you ultimately, especially if you want to keep this job, are realizing that you are either always late because you're leaving your phone, or you can't be as productive as you can be because you're leaving your tablet, and you noticing while you might be telling this motherfucker that they might be wrong about cussing you out, you still considering the fact that you fucking up. Because this your job. This how you get your money. But when you in a relationship with somebody, you know what I'm saying? Man, don't be talking to me like that, bruh. They been trying me, bruh. I threw some more shit on the floor. Fuck that hoe. You know what I'm saying? This nigga ain't got no fucking job. She just worked a 12-hour shift. And this shit on the floor from 2 days ago. Plates all on the table. All that shit. This nigga sitting on his phone when she walk in the house. You know what I'm saying? He just sitting on his phone. Some same old ass piece of slice from 2 days ago just sitting over there. This nigga ain't washed a dish. He cooking noodles and shit. This nigga ain't even using the same bowl. This nigga throwing the bowl and the fork in there. This nigga get hungry again. Make some cereal. Whole nother bowl. Whole nother spoon. Get hungry again. This nigga blunt guts on the table. Motherfucking another bowl of noodles. This nigga got 2 bowls of noodles and a bowl of cereal. On top of all the other shit he said he was gonna wash. And this nigga talking about, you ain't gotta come here talking to me like that, man. I ain't even gotta put up with that shit, man. Like, you could at least come in here and be nice to me. Like, damn, like, man, come on, man. Fuck up, nigga. She been getting screamed on all day. If not, let's say it was a great day at work. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, fuck that. Where your to-do list at, blah? Need a to-do list, blah. Need a little to-do list, on me. You nigga, okay, throw this shit away. Pick this shit up. You know what I'm saying? Vacuum this, scrub that spot. Go do this. Guarantee you, unless you got a fucking one of them crazy ass moms, girls that turn into one of them crazy ass moms off a wife swap, where she got a whole motherfucking what's the name? If you with one of them girls, you ain't even got to this point, nigga. You're done. Like she either broke up with you or you already got a to do list. Like you sitting there with your to do list, like I'm listening to the podcast while I'm completing my to do list right now. Westbrook on some shit. I already knew he was gonna be on that shit when I put the podcast on, because I already know what he be on. And nigga got a to do list too. You thinking that already, but in real life, I guarantee you can get most of that. If you got a regular ass to do list, you can get that shit done in about 2-3 hours. No cap. And then you be sitting on your ass again for the rest of the day, dog. Instead of sitting on your ass for fucking 8 to 12 or 16 hours. And you knock that, you really hunker down on that to-do list by you had that shit done. Man, you never know. Some of that shit you could do while you sitting on your monkey ass. You never know, depending on what's on your to-do list. But you'll never know if you don't make one. You know what I'm saying? You will never know. I gotta go update mine. And I'm talking about right down the real one. I realized these phones and shit is dope, but this shit is a scam, dog. Because when you put in shit on an artificial intelligence, it's like it ain't even real. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's not even real. So when you writing down positive affirmations and to-do lists and all these things, it's so easy to forget about them. When you write shit down by hand, it's like touching money. You know what I'm saying? When you get a direct deposit and you swiping your card, the whole money can go in one swipe. You know what I'm saying? But when you got the tangible cash in your hand, this just for me. For some people, they can do it all because they discipline, or it's a new generation or whatever the fuck. But I also feel like a lot of that shit come from brainwashing. A lot of people prefer hard copies of shit. You know what I'm saying? If you realize in most cases, they be asking for hard copies or proof or this or that. Like, I've been in instances where some shit was on my phone and then that shit just, when I need it the most, you can't even find it. As soon as you out of the situation, they just pop up and start working, and you know what I'm saying? Fuck that, man. You gotta put that shit down to-do list, bruh. And be less concerned about who is telling you to do, and be more concerned about what they're telling you to do. When you're in a relationship with somebody, they'll tell you something so real about yourself that your friends don't know because they spending 24 hours a day with you, and your response will be, "You're not my parent." You know what I'm saying? You ain't my parent. But I thought we was growing. I thought this was supposed to be like a growth situation where we were supposed to be growing. If that's not what it is, then you can say that. But if that is what it is, let's grow. Like, let's grow, man. Why not? It makes sense. I want to do one of these podcasts with a fucking green hoodie on and some. I wouldn't even have to have on green shorts because you can't never see my lower half. But I want to do one of these podcasts with a green hoodie on and then green key it out and just be the Floating Head podcast. That'd be dope. That'd be a good gimmick. Floating Head. Timothy Westbrook podcast is just like, you see my body, but it's a floating head. It fuck up sometimes, but I wouldn't even care. It'd be hilarious to look at. Like, I might do a full, like, every week, just do an episode on a Friday with a floating head. Would people be deterred from my message and more so concerned about my delivery? Oh, shit. If I called you a bitch ass nigga and told you that you need to do better, would you be pissed that I called you a bitch ass nigga? Or would you realize that your life is in turmoil and that you really need to do better? What level are we on? You know what I'm saying? What level are we on when we have this conversation? Am I coming to you as a friend, a genuine friend? Am I coming to you as a partner? Are we partners? Teammates, maybe? Business partners, even? Hey, man, you need to get your fucking shit together, bro. I get what you're saying, bro, but you could have said it a little nicer. Come on, bro. I'm pretty sure we all just watched King Von die on camera. We've watched George Floyd die on camera. We've watched people die. We've watched way more horrific things. Donald Trump grabbed somebody by the pussy and everybody know. Like, even if it didn't happen, people feel like it happened. Like, little kids gonna be like, yeah, that one president. I remember when I was fucking, nigga gonna grow up, he gonna be like 25, however many years from now, and he gonna be like, yeah, I remember one of the presidents says about grabbing somebody by the pussy. Like, what? Grow up. Are you worried about the message? I'm not saying that grabbing somebody by the pussy is okay, obviously. I'm not saying that he had the right pitch, but what I'm saying is we have experienced so much vulgarity from strangers, and we put our friends on a pedestal when it comes to their advice, even though they might not be in the trenches with us. And when I say in the trenches, I mean with you 24/7. Like, it's a nigga sitting right next to his friend right now, or a female sitting next to her friend right now that's listening to this, and they saying to themselves, oh, nah, this shit don't relate to me because we always together. But one of y'all depressed and y'all ain't saying shit to the other person. Or one of y'all on some shit that y'all ain't saying to the other person. So it's still like when you alone. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about when you Like just darkness. What's really popping off? Like I'm talking for real. I'm talking for real. What's really popping off? You think I'm on bullshit? Nah. You gotta be 100% genuine with the situation and the effort to grow. You will let your whole friend that you think is just like, yeah, we and this nigga on the same terms. Y'all might be close. You know what I'm saying? And then you with somebody that y'all have, and now, like I said, disclaimer, this is if you got good friendships and good relationships. So that friendship might be a good 95%. But then there's a lot of people who will cut their friends off for their relationship, which means your relationship should be at a cool 98. And the only reason why it ain't at 100 is because you too busy shooting the messenger. Your significant other tell you that, oh wow, I think, you know what I'm saying? I want to do this or do that or do this. You more so concerned about how they brought it up or when, that you ain't paying attention to. Okay, well this is obviously something they've been thinking about. You know what I'm saying? That's the only way you're gonna see any progress. Even look at it like, man, this is obviously something motherfuckers is thinking about. Or this is obviously something that I need to be paying attention to. Because them asking you for one thing could be a life lesson for you in itself. You never know what it'll actually be until you go through it. Kill Bill. You don't even know. You just train it. You like, I mean, I might want to maybe have to defend myself one day. I don't know. You never think you're going to have to break out of a casket. This defending yourself is going to turn into a sword fight in front of, I don't know. I mean, not even in front of, but with thousands maybe of ninjas. Like, who is ready for that when they just like, yeah, all right, boom. I'm going to go enter training. Right? Because 10 years from now, I already know they're going to try to shoot me. They're going to kill me. They're going to bury me alive. I'm going to wake up. I'm going to break out the casket. So I got to make sure I punch through this wall. I punch through this wall. I punch through this wall. And then when I'm done punching through the wall, I got to be able to dig. So I need all types of endurance, core strength, and all this other shit. I need willpower to live. I need the discipline to not give up and die. And then I break through. Then on top of that, death to all. Everybody who's ever opposed me, I'm going to kill them all. And then I'm going to get into an epic fucking sword fight with thousands of ninjas. And then I'm going to finish it off with an epic ninja battle sword fight with the head ninja samurai girl. And then I'm going to kill her. And then I'm going to go off. And I'm going to kill Bill with this epic fucking move that my sensei has never taught anyone but me, because I will ask him to teach me for that very moment where I will kill Bill in front of our daughter. Nobody is taking karate class thinking that right now. You know what I'm saying? And if your child or is like on the way to karate, or your significant other like on the way to like martial arts class right now, and they're like, yeah, this is everything that I know is about to happen in my life, you tripping. Even if all that shit actually end up happening, like that's a movie, they could end up living that exact fucking life 10 years from now. We gonna completely forget that I had this conversation with y'all. That chain of events is gonna happen to them. Right? But they would have never known why they was taking karate. They would have never taken karate if they was like, I don't want to go. You trying to make me do stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not my parent. Even if you are my mom, Sarah, fuck you. I'm not taking martial arts. I don't want to take martial arts. Little did you know, little Sarah, little Richard, little Dick, you are gonna have to kill Billiam. And that motherfucker comes hard. Bill is coming hard. He ain't worried about no motherfucking smoke. So guess what? You're gonna have to know the 5 steps of death, heart attack. You're gonna have to hit this nigga with some shit. I've never taught anyone. That's life, right? That's life. Niggas like, oh, how did you get here? And he's like, I learned some shit nobody taught me. And it's like, oh yeah, you too? And you're like, hey bro, why didn't you teach nobody? And they're like, hey man, it's not, what the fuck? It's not my job to teach. It's my secret move. What am I supposed to do? Everybody's illusionally a sensei. Illusionally? Delusionally? Which one is it? Everybody a sensei. And they just trying to keep their secret 5 fingers to death punch move to themselves. Success. Whoa, guy. Jesus, Louises. It's 5 o'clock. Shit scared the fuck out of me, man. Whoa. Whoa, man. Whoa, bro. Almost jumped out of my skin on that one. Let's make sure that shit is off. Cause I don't want to have to do that again. Jesus Christ. Oh, man. Anyway. What was I doing before I got so rudely interrupted by my 5 o'clock alarm? It's 5 a.m., guys. It is the 50th episode of the Timothy Westbrook, Uniquely Westbrook podcast. Satiris is probably downstairs sleeping. It is Saturday, December 19th. We got 2 more Taco Tuesdays in this year. Next Friday is Amaya's birthday, which is also Christmas. It's Christmas to us all. Merry Christmas to you. You know what I'm saying? It's Christmas. So, my baby gonna turn 2 years old. It's Christmas. Next Friday. It's gonna be interesting. My mom is coming into town in 2 days or 3 days or 4 days. Tiana, my grandma. It's, like I said, it's going to be interesting. It always is. The holidays are always interesting. And I guess we're going to see what type of footage we can get. Because the boy got to stay consistent with the yirp. You know what I'm saying? With the yirp. Tiana will probably do a mukbang with me. I know she want to do a podcast. She'll probably do a mukbang with me. I gotta try to get her to try something she ain't never had. Or maybe something spicy. We'll see what happens. But so I don't end up staying up until 7 a.m. like I did yesterday. Shout out to everybody who was watching the podcast that has been uploaded. Even though it was uploaded late, you guys are going to get a 2 for today because I will be staying up somewhat later than I am right now in this present video in an effort to get this video prepared so that way this video doesn't come out late like the last 2 have and it can actually stream live broadcast. I also forgot what the fuck the topic was in the last podcast as well. So I got to listen back to it so I can rename it and do all that other stuff because I'm pretty sure I misnamed it. But hey, man, that's what happens when you just going hard, bro. I'm just going hard. You know? Just going hard. Can't really care less about the deets. The deets are important, but you know, if you just get comfortable with getting hurt, you can do the deets later, bruv. That sounded like it was not supposed to fall. Oh, it's just the remote for my lamp, my globe. But yeah, guys, burning the midnight oil and turning it into the early morning dew. It's been your boy Timothy Westbrook here with another Uniquely Westbrook podcast. And before we go, I just want to say, fuck the messenger, baby. It's all about the message. And that's a big old shout out to my boy Spike Lee. Let's bring it on back to a different world when black people were great again. And not just black people, but all people need to come to a different world where everybody great. And the only way we can do that is being 100% realistic with ourselves and not being so concerned about what we being told or how we being told and what we being told. You dig? Can you dig it? And that's when you say, yes, we can. And I say, can you dig it? Yeah, I mean, fuck the agenda. And I know, whoa, he said. Whoa, he said. And I say that to say, guys, I say that because, damn it, where do I go if I feel like I can't go anywhere? And I know the answer. Inside. You know what I'm saying? I go inside of me. And I'm not talking about sexually. I'm talking about mentally. You know? Spiritually. I'm talking about knowing yourself, realizing that it's something that you need to do, absorbing everything that the universe is throwing at you, whether it is deemed by the public or people that are in your close circle as positive and negative. Everything you do need to be data, like those white girls who laid down on those BBCs. You know the girls I'm talking about, the group chat girls. You need to be collecting data on every musty dick that come your way. Because they didn't stop. You think they stopped? You think they smelled that dick and said no? No. No, they didn't. It was in their face already. They took it. They did unspeakable things. Unspeakable things. I need you to do unspeakable things when it comes to your progression as a human. And the main thing that is to listen to the message and be less concerned about how it's being delivered. If you can do that, then you will open your eyes up to all of the inspiration that the universe is offering you. And you will have to search less to be motivated, because you will realize that the motivation was around you and in front of you and within you all along. It's real shit. It's real shit. Okay? Do that for me. I need you to do that. Happy 50th episode. Thank you. I'm taking a bow for everybody who's listening. I am taking a bow because that's when it could do. What's up?
You, bro, you.
I see you, girl. Go and subscribe to that channel. Alright, we good? Alright, cool.
Only one acting like I'm famous. Like I'm famous. I'm the only one acting